Anyway, this is not a grenade.
Not a hand grenade.
Not a hand grenade. And this is Durian Rider. Right now we're sharing sunglasses.
Yep. Magic sunnies.
And actually, the reason why I'm doing it is because you gave a talk here yesterday about a grenade.
Yeah.
And you didn't talk about sunglasses though.
You talk about sunglasses. I wear sunglasses when I'm in traffic on the bike.
Oh, do you?
Because for safety, like I did a few years where I didn't wear sunglasses, but I'd be like squinting, and I thought this is a bit dangerous. So I definitely wear sunnies when I'm on the bike.
So right now you're like on a tour of the United States to talk about your lifestyle, your bicycle riding.
Yeah.
And you're going to wind up in Woodstock.
Woodstock Fruit Festival, August 18th to 25th. You're coming, aren't you?
I'm coming. First 2 days.
Also, you going to bring the banana whips?
No. Anyway, I wanted to talk about, yesterday I gave a talk, I thought it was really interesting. I like that conflict, wall, and agreement, and then you also talked about the 5 grams.
5 grams of carbs per pound of body weight per
Yeah, because
day.
he's an athlete. I'm not an athlete. We're
Yes,
all
you
athletes.
are.
We're all athletes.
You do more than me, man. I sit on my ass all day. You're like up and around, moving around. I'd go for an hour training, come home and sit down on the computer the rest of the day.
Okay.
Arnold's like
16, 17 hour day.
you're wearing shoes out more than I am, probably.
You know, they're not my shoes. My daughter saw me in these shoes and says, "Dad, they really look bad."
Yeah, you wear shoes out fast.
So she asked her boyfriend to give me a pair of his sneakers so I wouldn't look bad.
Really? Well,
Good,
nice.
Good footwear's good.
Okay, anyway, go ahead.
So what I recommend is 5 grams of carbs per pound of body weight. If you're using the metric system, kilos system, it's 10 grams of carbs per kilo. This is basic, just grade 2 maths. 5 grams of carbs per pound of body weight per day.
That's a daily requirement for a calorie intake.
Or as for carbohydrate intake as a minimum.
That's a minimum.
Carb intake.
And what we did yesterday, we figured out 35. Well, both of us weigh 140 pounds.
Yes.
Really? Same?
Yeah.
Both of us weigh 140 pounds.
Wow.
That's pretty funny. I thought he was way heavier than I am.
Yeah.
You would think.
You're different heights, aren't you?
Different height. He's
Yeah.
4 inches tall. But I thought that would make you skinny.
Yeah, well, most of my weight's in my ego, you know, my ego's pretty heavy, so that's it transcends a bit. But anyway, so yeah, definitely, and that's not if you're active, that's if you got kids, that's if you want to be active, that's if you're, you know, want to use your mental thoughts, things like that. And if you're active, you're going to eat even more than that. That's like a minimum, and most people say, oh, that's too much food. But all that happens when we eat less than that amount of carbohydrates from fruit or from healthier sources like, you know, rice, potatoes, or grains, etc. If we're not eating those healthy sources, we're going to go to the junky stuff.
And become an emotional basket case.
And become nuts. And then we're going to eat the real junk stuff. We're going to eat the animal products. We're going to be feeling crap, or we eat too many nuts and feel crap. So if your goal is health, then carbohydrates got to be part of the equation. You can still eat nuts and seeds, but just not as a daily occurrence. Carbohydrates, they got to be daily meal. 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Carbs, carbs, carbs. Fruit's always going to be the best.
What do you say about? We talked about yesterday the conflict.
3 stages of truth.
I really like that a lot. I gotta memorize it.
There's a saying, 3 stages to truth. First stage to truth is ridicule. People make fun of you, say you're an idiot. Second stage of truth is violent opposition. People threaten you, they sue you, like Dave will sue me, or they beat you up, whatever. Third stage of truth is accepted as general knowledge. Hey, I knew that.
And that's the goal here. The goal here is to have everyone basically eat food.
Yeah, have high carb raw vegan as like a
high calorie,
High carb.
low fat.
household name.
That's where I said.
Household name.
Yeah.
Household name.
Yeah, as in like it's just common knowledge. You know, it's a household name like I don't know. What's a household name?
That's freely quote.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Household name means
You know, like a product that
every
is-
household knows.
Hi.
Hello. It's like you just get my nose if you let go that close.
Okay,
So yeah, it's
Yeah.
household names. I mean, everyone knows it.
Where is the speaker on this anyway?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna put my finger over it hopefully.
Okay. Get out. What else do you talk about and what else you want to say? To all your fans out there. We had a lady drive 7 hours to hear you speak.
Wow. And
7 hours.
I didn't get to meet her talk with her personally, but if you feel free to pass on my email details if she wants to.
Right.
Feel free to pass on to anyone who wants me to answer any questions.
I don't know your email.
Yeah.
Big and Bobster.
Yeah, Big and Bobster. You
Yeah.
told me an email the other day, didn't you?
Yeah, well, Joy did it.
Okay. Yeah, well, anyone can email.
Anybody can.
Yeah. So basically, I like to emphasise people getting enough sleep, water, sugar, drink enough water so you're urinating at least 10 times a day, a couple of times a night, get an old water
I thought about that. I don't urinate at night at all.
Really? Drink more.
Well, I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I guess bad.
Try both ways. You know, really hydrate yourself for a week so you're peeing clear like twice a day.
If you're doing twice, I'm thinking if you're doing twice a night, that means you're waking up twice at night.
That's
Yeah,
natural.
you don't notice. You know, like it doesn't affect.
But you could be in a deep sleep.
No, can I interject?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Megan.
You have, Doug Ramsey says this, you have 90-minute sleep cycles. So you usually will wake up to go to the bathroom after your 90-minute sleep cycle. So you're not interrupting your sleep. You've gotten restful sleep. Your body says, okay, I'm done. It's time to let something out. You go do it. You get back in bed. It's like you never even got up.
Yeah.
That's twice a day, twice a night.
It's awesome.
No problem. It's worth it.
I'm going to meditate on that.
Yeah,
I'm not still not fully convinced.
that's
You can
fine.
do the test. Just do the test.
The best way to convince ourselves is to convince ourselves by taking action. and
You'll
trying
feel
something.
better.
That's what I did.
A lot of theory out there and everyone. Actually, it's a good thing because we disagreed a couple things.
Yeah, it's all good. And it's good. It's a good thing about the hydration is that it doesn't cost any money really. It's simple to prove to yourself that it's safe. It's not like,
That's okay. But I'm willing to do it if you're willing to not drink water.
You've done it before.
Well, I'd be
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
You've done it, haven't you? And
You've done it before?
you're like
man, I'd last a day. I'd be just freaking
grumpy.
Grumpy.
I'd have to eat to get water, and that's sort of like having to sleep in the gutter to get sleep.
Okay, let's move on.
So I emphasise drinking the water, emphasise getting the 5 grams of carbs per pound of body weight per day. I emphasise getting the early night sleep, which I haven't had enough of lately. I've been just getting too many late nights, been socialising, catching up with people, but in general, get as much sleep as you can, go to bed as early as you can. And a few late nights here and there is okay, but we want to have the majority of the year where we go to bed early.
What's it really look like?
6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8
You go
o'clock.
to bed 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes.
Wow. Are you both of you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I always feel
up
the best.
early, get up
Yeah.
around 6, 7, 5, 4 sometimes.
You
Anyway,
both go to bed. In other words, you go by sun
Sun cycle.
cycle.
that's the ideal, it's not the absolute, but like, that's where we head for.
But eating before sundown is powerful.
Yeah.
It is amazing.
I will still eat after sundown as well. That's the
Eating
ideal we
before
have.
sundown
Yeah.
is amazing.
It is
Yeah.
amazing. You've got to try that for a week. Every day before sundown.
You'd say exactly what opposite what I'm saying.
Really?
Yeah.
The opposite of what you said.
I
I
recommend
know.
people at least before they go to bed at least 3 hours. Eat before at least 3 hours before
Yeah.
they go to bed.
Oh, we say that as well. But
Oh, you say that as well.
ideally before sundown.
Ideally.
Yeah.
So
But-
you go to bed at 6 o'clock.
Sometimes.
These are all
Sometimes.
ideally.
Ideally.
This is how I feel my best always if I do these practices. But it doesn't always happen because we live in this modern world
That's
and
right.
things are
So
changing.
ideally you go to bed at 6 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
And you get up at 4 o'clock.
Oh.
5, 6,
Yeah, when the
7.
sun comes up.
That's 12 hours of sleep.
When the sun
Yeah,
comes
that's-
out.
It's around the 10, 12 mark.
Wow.
And that's where I like to head for, but if I have to start to eat, get enough calories, or I'm helping somebody out, then or doing a talk, I'm happy to have late night.
And that's how we can give so much during the day to other people.
Wow.
You know?
I don't do that.
You do. You do that.
Why don't I do 12 hours?
But you give a lot to people.
I
And
do give a lot.
it would be interesting to see how you'd feel doing that.
And even when you can get a chance just to sit down and have a rest or close your eyes for 10 minutes, that's really rejuvenating as well. It helps you recharge. It's like I learned this from the top athletes, Lance Armstrong, Cadell Evans. Especially Cadell Evans, I'd say, what's the best thing for recovery, Cadell? And he's like, sleep. I'm like, sleep? That's not, it's just too easy, man. It's like, yeah, sleep's overrated. That's like, oh, okay.
It's underrated.
Pardon?
Sleep is underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can't sleep.
Yeah.
Tell
Can't self-sleep.
someone to go to bed early, they're like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know that. They'll do that.
Yeah.
Give me $50 for telling you.
Yeah.
Often we know what to do, but we don't do what we know. So high carb, lots of sleep.
And you also talk like when you're athletic ability, you bike ride 321 miles.
Yeah, I like to test all my theories out in the road, because then you can separate what works, what's just theory, and what gives results.
So you bike ride 320 miles. I mean, what's that?
It took me 20 hours and 9 minutes, 321 miles, all on
That's
fruits
16
and
miles
vegetables.
per hour.
Yeah, about that.
No traffic, with traffic.
Yeah, with traffic, there's traffic there.
Is that right?
It's in the outback in Australia, in the country,
Right.
in Adelaide, and So I just did that and had like a big bag of dried fruit in my backpack.
And actually, you start at 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I started at midnight.
So you get what's the theory behind that?
Just I said to my friends, let's meet at midnight and see how far we can cover in one day, in 24-hour time slot.
Wow.
And no one turned up. So I was there by myself.
Wow.
And
How about walking?
yeah, I like walking.
Can you walk? How many things? I heard of a woman that today walked United States.
The Peace Walker.
Peace Walker. That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Peace
yeah,
Pilgrim.
she's amazing.
Yeah, your turn.
Amazing.
My turn.
Peace,
Yeah.
Peace Pilgrim.
Peace Pilgrim.
Yeah. She walked across the United States.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
she didn't drink water.
She didn't drink.
No.
She would have had some water.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, she would have.
Can you imagine? I need water just talk. The more I
She's
talk,
in her
the more I drink.
60s or 70s.
She's in her 80s.
80s.
She died.
Oh, did she die?
She died, yeah.
Oh no. What happened?
I don't know.
Yeah.
She didn't tell me.
Yeah.
I just heard about this morning.
Poor-
And she walks
oh,
across the country.
That's a shame.
And actually, there's a British lady who walks Urban Moore or something like that.
Barbara Moore, yeah. She was a bit of a, I don't know, she said she was breatharian.
Oh no.
I don't believe in breatharians.
You gotta watch those people.
Okay.
And often what happens is people do like the breatharian stunt to get some sort of political attention, or they're protesting sort of thing, like Gandhi did the hunger strikes. So people sort of exaggerate that claim and go, I'm a breatharian, I don't eat at all, to try and divert some, like in India where they're poor, they want some money or some attention.
What about that lady in Copenhagen?
Yeah,
Remember? Just tell the story quickly.
I met a breatharian in Thailand.
There's a grenade, by the way.
I met a breatharian in Thailand, and I was watching her across the street because she was eating, jackfruit. I thought, wow, a Western eating jackfruit. She must be into raw foods. Anyway, so she's eating the jackfruit, and then she came across the road and I asked her, how's the jackfruit? Was it good quality? And she says, I don't eat jackfruit. I'm a breatharian. And I'm like, really? She says, yeah, I'm a breatharian. I don't eat it at all. And I'm like, I just saw you eat jackfruit. She says, oh, I wasn't eating it. I was experiencing it. There's a big difference between eating it and experiencing food. It's totally different. Oh, really? Okay, interesting. So, breatharianism, a load of honkwash.
We have an anus for a reason.
Yeah.
You know?
It's,
Yeah, anus for a reason.
Exactly.
I like that. They
Yeah.
also have a mouth for a reason.
That's right.
Bingo.
Put stuff in it.
In and out.
In and out. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Anything else
Gee.
you want to talk about?
That's about it, and just make this lifestyle fun, set yourself up to win.
Actually, you're speaking next week in New York City, right?
Yeah, we've got a talk next week. at
Bonobos.
Bonobos.
11th
Yeah.
of August, 6 p.m. at Bonobos.
New York City.
Bonobos is a great place, but they don't have the vibe you have here.
They don't have the vibe.
No, man, this is
They don't have the vibe.
No, it's yeah.
Yeah, I'm grateful for Bonobos, but I'm just saying that
It's
this
pretty
You heard
close.
that, everybody? We have the vibe.
this place.
Pretty
has
cool,
got,
though. It's a cool place.
This place has got heart, and it's I like how it's it's organic looking and just makes it happen, just enough to make it happen.
Oh, good.
No bells and whistles, just honesty and
Well, we do our best.
goodness.
Our goal
And
is
bananas.
actually our goal is to spread the word of fruit.
Yes.
That's the goal. Well, and make money. I mean, it's tough.
You gotta
The average
you gotta
person
make
doesn't want
money.
to hear it, but that's okay.
That's alright. You gotta make money. We live in
You gotta make money.
We live in a monetary society,
We do.
and so no, it's good.
Oh, we gotta go soon.
You gotta go? Anyway, this is Durian Ryder and Freely. I absolutely adore. I know there's such a word for it, but I actually felt very, what's the word? Honored to be in their presence.
Oh, that's really
Thanks,
nice.
It was really the best. I just couldn't get enough of these guys. And we have you on film. We have the grenade. We have the sunglasses. We have our moments whenever you see. I read the book.
Dr. Neil
Dr. Neil Bernard.
He's a good guy.
Wow, you read a book about diabetes?
Yeah. Good.
I'm gonna get that book.
Powerful. Good
It is a
book to
good
have.
book. What?
That his book about diabetes, I reckon you should have it on your shelf.
I am gonna have it on my shelf.
Yeah. So yeah, man, thanks for having. I mean, I've always wanted to do a talk at Arnold's
Yeah,
Way.
thanks for having us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
Arnold's Way, it's like the the raw food sort of humble sort of shop, man. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
I want to do a talk there.
Yeah.
So
We're
when you
here.
asked me to do a talk, I'm like, yep, I'm there.
Oh good, we're rocking. And we had a nice turnout too.
Yeah.
We had every seat filled.
Yeah, people in Australia have heard of Arnold's Way too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like an international
Yeah.
institution.
One stop raw shop,
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
banana whips, smoothies,
Good.
something for everyone.
All right.
Better get going.
Yeah, all right, you too.
Thanks, Arnold.
Let's give it.
Thanks.
Yeah. Give it. RuPaul. How are we gonna do this? RuPaul. Yay. Bye.